Here, the given fraction is this one, 2x square plus 3x plus 4 by x minus 1 into x square plus 2 means here the denominator consists of non-repeated irreducible quadratic factor. So what is irreducible? For example, if you can write this as the sum of the two linear factors, as the product of the two linear factors, that is called reducible. But here x square plus 2 means you cannot write like that. That means, so consider this one as irreducible. X minus 1 is a non-repeated linear factor. This is a non-repeated quadratic factor. And then we have to write the given fraction as the sum of the partial fractions. Okay, we have to write the given fraction as the sum of the partial fractions when the denominator consists of non-repeated quadratic factor. Again, observe the degree of numerator. Here degree of numerator is 2, degree of denominator is x into x square, x cube, that will be 3. So this is a proper fraction. So write this as the sum of the partial fractions corresponding to x minus 1. You will get a partial fraction of the form a by x minus 1, and corresponding to this quadratic you will get the partial fraction of the form. Since it is of x square plus 2 means it is of degree 2 and non-repeated, you will get the partial fraction of the form bx plus c by x square plus 2. That means corresponding to every quadratic non-repeated irreducible quadratic factor, you will get the partial fraction of the form actually ax plus b by that one quadratic factor. But already we used this here, that is why I am writing bx plus c by. Means linear you will get in the numerator. If the denominator is linear, constant will be there in the numerator. Since the denominator is quadratic, numerator will be linear. So corresponding to every non-repeated irreducible quadratic factor, there exists a partial fraction like this. Now calculate the values of ABC. Write there together required. So here, take the LCM and equate the numerators. Then you will get 2x square plus 3x plus 4 is equal to a into x square plus 2 plus bx plus c into this x minus 1. So x minus 1 is the factor of bx plus c. If you put x equal to 1, x minus 1 will be 0, means you can eliminate both b and c. You are getting this a value. So put x equal to 1. Then this will be 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to a into x is 1. So 1 square is 1 plus 2, 3 plus bx plus c into 1 minus 1 will be 0. So here 3a is equal to 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, that is 9. Gives the value of a, that is 3. Since bx plus c has the factor x minus 1, we can substitute x equal to 1 to eliminate these two, both b and c at a time. Then you are getting this a value, that is 3. Now the remaining we cannot find like this, because x square plus 2 equal to 0 gives x square equal to minus 2 imaginary. So that is why by equating the quotients of like powers of x on either sides, you can calculate the remaining. So by equating the quotients of x square on both sides, then you are getting here the quotient of x square is 2. Here the quotient of x square means a into x square, that is a. Here bx into x will be bx square, that is why it is b. So the value of b is equal to 2 minus a. So this b is equal to 2 minus a is 3. That is 2 minus 3 will be minus 1. 2 minus a. But the value of a is 3, so the value of b will be 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. Okay, by equating x square terms on both sides, you are getting this. Now you can equate either the constant or x term, no problem. You can take any, because we got a and b, two values, only one c is the required one. So by equating constants on either sides, here the constant is 4, which is equal to, here the constant is 2a plus c into x minus 1 means, c into x means again x term you are getting. So c into minus 1 minus c. So 2a minus c you are getting. Okay. Then the value of a is 3 here. 2 into the value of a is 3. So this 4 is equal to 2 into 3, 6 minus c, gives the value of c is equal to 6 minus 4, that is 2. So we got the values of a, b and c. Therefore the given fraction 2x square plus 3x plus 4 by x minus 1 into x square plus 2 is the given one. That is equal to a by x minus 1, where a is equal to 3. So 3 by x minus 1 plus bx plus c. B, that is minus 1 into x minus x plus c, that is 2 by x square plus 2. In this way, you can write the fraction as the sum of the partial fractions when the denominator consists of a non-repeated irreducible quadratic factor. That is the third model. Just observe the solution. Next one is model 4, when denominator consists of irreducible repeated quadratic factor. Repeated quadratic factor is the fourth model. First model is non-repeated linear, second model is repeated linear, third model is non-repeated quadratic, fourth one is repeated quadratic. So non-repeated and repeated, two linear, two quadratic factors are the first four models. These all are related to proper fractions only, then we will get improper. Okay. So here, write the fraction x square plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1 whole square. Write the fraction x square plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1 whole square as the sum of the partial fractions. Here the denominator is x square plus x plus 1 quadratic factor whole square, that is repeated. So irreducible and repeated quadratic factor is given. So here also degree of numerator is 2, degree of the denominator is x square whole square gives x power 4. Therefore this is a proper fraction. So here you can write this as the sum of the partial fractions, but now the important thing is irreducible quadratic is there, but in the last model, third one, that is non-repeated, but here it is repeated. But it is also similar to the second type. So corresponding to this one, you will get the partial fractions of the form. First one is ax plus b by x square plus x plus 1. Plus then gradually increase the index up to the given nth power. So whole square, these are the two. Ax plus b by, in the same way here it is cx plus b by. So ax plus b by quadratic factor whole power 1. Otherwise you can suppose that a1x plus b by quadratic whole power 1 plus a2x plus b2 by quadratic whole square plus a3x plus b3 by quadratic whole cube, like this up to ANX plus BN by the quadratic whole power n up to the given index n you can write. Since it is whole square, the sum of two partial fractions you will get here, where the denominators are. First one is suppose if it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c whole power 1 and it is whole power 2. Now take the LCM and equate the numerators. Then x square plus 1 is equal to ax plus b into this one, that is x square plus x plus 1 plus cx plus b, need not multiply with anything else because the denominator itself is the LCM. Okay, now so first to multiply these two. This is, if you multiply with the ax, you are getting ax into x square, that is ax cube plus ax square plus ax. Now multiply with b, bx square plus bx plus b plus cx plus b. So there is one x cube term, that is ax cube, plus by taking common x square you are getting a plus b, a plus b x square, a plus b x square. Now by taking common x you are getting the coefficients ax plus bx plus cx is there. So a plus b plus c into x, and now the constant is b plus d. b plus d is the constant. This is equal to the numerator, that is x square plus 1. Now these two are equal means again by equating the quotients of like powers of x on either sides, you can calculate the values of unknowns a, b, c and d here. In the RHS part x cube term is there, but in the LHS part x cube is not there. That means that a should be 0, then only 0 into x cube will be 0, that is eliminated from the given by equating coefficients of like powers of x on both sides. So the quotient of x cube is 0. Now by equating the quotients of x square, a plus b, quotient of x square is equal to 1. Since a is equal to 0 here, if you write, b will be 1. By equating quotients of x cube and x square, you are getting a and b values. Now by equating the quotient of x, that is a plus b plus c, is equal to x is not there in the given LHS part, so the quotient of x will be 0. Now substitute the known values, a is 0, b is 1, plus c is equal to 0 gives c is equal to minus 1. And now by equating the constants on either sides, here the constant is 1 is equal to b plus d. That gives 1 minus b is the required d. Therefore, d is equal to 1 minus b is 1. 1 minus 1 will be 0. 1 minus 1 will be 0. Therefore, the given one, that is x square plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1 whole square, can be expressed as the sum of two partial fractions where the denominators are like this. Now the numerators are ax plus b, that is 0 into x, 0 plus b, that is 1 by. Next this is cx plus d, that is minus 1 into x, minus x plus d is 0. That's it. Write the values of a, b, c, d in the given, you will get the required. So here the denominator is an irreducible quadratic factor, but whole square is given. That is why it is called repeated irreducible quadratic factor. Then corresponding to this, you will get the partial fractions like this. Take the LCM and simplify. By equating the like powers of x on either sides, you can calculate the values of a, b, c and d. Then you can write like this. These are the first 4 models. Means type 1, type 2, type 3 and 4. 1 and 2 are related to linear factors, both non-repeated and repeated. 3 and 4 are related to quadratic irreducible again non-repeated and repeated. And now the next model is improper fraction. In all these previous cases, the given fraction can be expressed as the sum of the partial fractions when it is a proper fraction. Suppose if it is an improper fraction, then how to write? That is the next one. This is the next one. X power 4 by x minus 1 into x minus 2 is the given one. Okay. Here the given one is x power 4 by x minus 1 into x minus 2. Write this given fraction as the sum of the partial fractions. So again, here I am writing the degree as usually. Degree of numerator is 4. Degree of the denominator is x into x gives x square, that is 2. So this is an improper fraction. So far we got the degree of numerator is less than the degree of the denominator. But here we got it is greater than. If it is either greater than or equal to, that is an improper fraction. So this is an improper fraction. In such a case, means when the given fraction is improper, then how to write? So observe this one. Let the given one is f of x by g of x. Since degree of f of x is 4 and degree of g of x is 2, this is an improper fraction. So write the given one in the simplified form first. How to write this in the simplified form? Simple, just divide the given one. Means this is x power 4 by x square minus 3x plus 2. Actually, if you multiply the two linear factors, you get the quadratic factor like this. So just divide this one. Means divide x power 4 by this one. Divide x power 4 by x square minus 3x plus 2. So here x square times, then you are getting x power 4 minus 3 x into x square gives x cube plus 2x square. Okay. Now these two gets cancelled. 3x cube minus 2x square we are getting. X square is given 3x cube we want to get, so multiply with 3x. Then 3x cube minus 3 into 3 9x square plus 3 2s are 6x. Again subtraction eliminates these two. 9x square minus 2x square will be 7x square minus 6x. As x square is given, I want to get 7x square, so multiply with 7. So then you are getting 7x square minus 3 7s are 21x plus 2 7s are 14. Minus plus minus, these two gets cancelled. 21x minus 6x will be 15x minus 14. So when the fraction is improper, simply divide the numerator by the denominator like this. Then by division algorithm, what is this division algorithm? This dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder is the division algorithm. For example, if you divide 9 by 2, this is for 4 times 8, remainder is 1. So how can you write this 9? This is the product of divisor into quotient, 2 into 4 plus remainder. That is called division algorithm. That means in the same way here, this x power 4 can be written as the product of these two plus the remainder. So write like that here. Here the denominator is x minus 1 into x minus 2, or that one you can write any, both are same. Numerator will be, instead of x power 4, by using division algorithm I am writing like this: divisor into quotient plus remainder. Divisor, that is x square minus 3x plus 2 into quotient. Here I am writing denominator is x square minus 3x plus 2. Instead of x power 4, I am writing divisor into quotient plus remainder, that is x square minus 3x plus 2 into x square plus 3x plus 7 plus remainder is 15x minus 4 by this one. So when the given fraction is improper, simply divide the numerator by the denominator, and instead of the numerator, write divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now split this one. If you write first term by denominator, these two gets cancelled, then you are getting this one only, that is x square plus 3x plus 7 plus this one by denominator, means 15x minus 14 by denominator is x minus 1 into x minus 2, that is x square minus 3x plus 2. So the given fraction can be expressed as the sum of the two terms like this, where the first one is the quotient plus remainder by divisor you are getting. Okay, now suppose this is equation number 1. Now the remaining is same. If you observe this one, consider this part which is a proper fraction, you can write this as the sum of the partial fractions. So now consider 15x minus 14 by x minus 1 into x minus 2. Then this is equal to a by x minus 1 plus b by x minus 2, since it is proper. Means degree of numerator is 1, degree of denominator is 2, so proper fraction. Similar to the first type, you can split this as the sum of the partial fractions. Okay, just observe the division. I am writing here, divide the numerator x power 4 by the denominator, then you will get like this. By using division algorithm, you can write this x power 4 as a product of divisor and quotient and plus remainder. Okay, then this will be by equating the numerators here, again we are getting 15x minus 14 is equal to a into x minus 2 plus b into x minus 1. If you want to get a value, b quotient should be 0, so put x equal to 1. Then 15 minus 14, 1 is equal to a into 1 minus 2, that is minus 1, plus b into 0 gives the value of 1 is equal to minus a, means a is equal to minus 1. So the value of a is minus 1, and if you put x is equal to 2, then 15 into 2, 30 minus 14, 16 is equal to a into 2 minus 2, 0, plus b into 2 minus 1 will be 1. So the value of b is 16. Therefore, from the first equation, the given fraction, that is x power 4 by x minus 1 into x minus 2, can be expressed with the sum of the partial fractions like this. Here the first part is x square plus 3x plus 7 plus a by x minus 1. Instead of this I am writing a by x minus 1 is minus 1 by x minus 1 plus b by x minus 2, that is 16 by x minus 2. In this way, you can write an improper fraction as the sum of the partial fractions. Now another one which is also improper, but here that is of another type. Here the given fraction is improper with the degree of numerator is greater than the degree of denominator. But if those two are equal, then also improper, but no need to write the division. Instead of writing the division, easily you can write the first step. Means even if you divide, you will get the ratio of quotients only. So that's why directly you can write. So the next one is write the fraction as the sum of the partial fractions where the given one is x cubed by 2x minus 1 into x cubed by 2x minus 1 into x minus 1 whole square. We have to write this as the sum of the partial fractions here, where the numerator is of degree 3 and denominator is of degree x square into x gives x cube, that is also of the same degree 3. So here improper, but no need to write the division, directly you can write the quotient. Has degree of numerator 3 which is equal to degree of denominator. So this is an improper fraction. So now write this as the sum of the partial fractions. X cubed by 2x minus 1 into x minus 1 whole square is equal to, means if you divide by the numerator by the denominator similar to the last one, this is x cube, you have to divide by 2x into x square, that means x cube by 2x cube you are getting. Just observe the leading powers enough. This is x cube by here x square into 2x means 2x cube. X cube by 2x cube gives x cube and x cube gets cancelled 1 by 2. That is the quotient. So no need to write division. Simply choose quotient of, means here this is of degree 3. So highest power of x is 3 means choose the quotient of x cube only. Quotient of x cube in the numerator by quotient of x cube in the denominator. So 1x cube by 2x cube, that will be 1 by 2. Plus now leave it, forget about the remaining. Now consider the given one as proper. You can write this as the sum of the partial fractions. Corresponding to the linear factor non-repeated 2x minus 1, you will get the partial fraction a by 2x minus 1. And corresponding to this repeated linear factor x minus 1 whole square, you will get b by x minus 1 plus c by x minus 1 whole square. Okay, here this 2x minus 1 is non-repeated linear factor. X minus 1 whole square is repeated linear factor. So you will get like this. Means when the fraction is improper, if degree of the numerator is greater than the degree of the denominator, then apply division. You will get the quotient plus remainder by the divisor. Here, instead of writing the division, you can write the quotient. Quotient of x cube in the numerator by quotient of x cube in the denominator. Here we are getting x cube by 2x cube. So that will be 1 by 2. So write the remainder. Now take the LCM and equate the numerators. So one important thing is, if you take the LCM, these all gets cancelled other than these two. These two is there. So that is why I write that 2 here. Otherwise, in the next step we will write that one. If you take the LCM here, that will be 2 into 2x minus 1 into x minus 1 whole square. Since this is 2, write the remaining. So 2x minus 1 into x minus 1 whole square plus a into, okay, a into 2x minus 1 is there, so multiply with 2 into x minus 1 whole square plus b into, only x minus 1 is there, so multiply with another x minus 1 and 2x minus 1 into 2 also, and 2c into x minus 1 whole square is there, means multiply with 2 and 2x minus 1. To c into 2x minus 1. This is, by taking LCM we will get this one. Now the denominators gets cancelled, but we are left with 2, so write the 2 here. Then 2x cube is equal to this one, 2x minus 1 into x minus 1 whole square plus 2 into a into x minus 1 whole square plus 2 into b into x minus 1 into 2x minus 1 plus 2 into c into 2x minus 1. You'll get like this. So here we should not forget these two here. In all the remaining cases, the two denominators gets cancelled. Simply you can equate the numerators. But here we are left with 2. So write that 2 comes to the LHS part. 2 into this numerator x is equal to the given. So here the linear factors are 2x minus 1 is there, x minus 1 is there. So if you put x equal to 1, 2 into 1 cube, 2 is equal to x equal to 1 means x minus 1 will be 0. So this is 0. Plus 2a into x minus 1 is there, so that is 0. Plus b into there also you can find x minus 1 0. Plus 2 into c into, if you put x is equal to 1 here means this will be 2 into 1, 2 minus 1 will be 1. So in the RHS part you are getting 2c is equal to the LHS is also 2, gives the value of c, that is 1. So the value of c is 1. And now the other common factor is 2x minus 1. Here it is there, here it is there, and here also it is there. 2x minus 1 is equal to 0 gives x is equal to 1 by 2. So if x is equal to 1 by 2, then 2x minus 1 will be 0. Then this is LHS part is 2 into x cube, that is 1 by 2 whole cube is equal to 2x minus 1 is there, 0 is there, so 0 plus 2 into a into x is equal to 1 by 2 here, so 1 by 2 minus 1 whole square plus b into 2x minus 1 is there, 0 plus c into 2x minus 1 is there, so 0. That means 1 by 2 minus 1 will be minus 1 by 2 whole square, that is 1 by 4. So you are getting 2a into coefficient is minus 1 by 2 whole square, that is 1 by 4 is equal to, this one will be 2 into 1 by 2 whole cube is 1 by 8. 2 into 1 by 8 will be 1 by 4. So these two gets cancelled. 2a is equal to 1 gives a is equal to 1 by 2a is equal to 1 gives a is equal to 1 by 2. So we got the values of a and c here. To get b, we don't have any other factor to make 0. That is why by equating the coefficients of any like powers of x on both sides. So by equating the coefficients of x cube on both sides, then we get 2x cube. So 2 is equal to, here x square into 2x. So 2x cube we are getting. Okay, x square into 2x gives 2x cube. And here x square term, here x square term, here also x term. So not getting any unknown. So there is no chance of no use by equating the coefficients of x cube on both sides. So you can equate either constants or any other. Okay, we'll see here. Just equate the constant terms on both sides, because we got a and c, only unknown is b. By equating constants on both sides. Constant terms on both sides. Then we are getting, in the LHS part constant is not there, so that is 0 is equal to, here 2x minus 1 into x minus 1 whole square. If you multiply, here x square minus 2x plus 1 we are getting. Minus 1 into plus 1 will be minus 1. Okay, this is x square minus 2x plus 1. So that 1 into minus 1 minus 1. And here it is x square minus 2x plus 1. 1 into 2a will be 2a. 2a is the constant. Here if you multiply these two, minus 1 into minus 1 will be plus 1. So 1 into 2b will be 2b. Here 2c into minus 1 will be minus 2c. Now write the values, write the known values. That means 0 is equal to minus 1 plus 2 into the value of a is 1 by 2. So these two gets cancelled. Plus 2 into b minus 2 into c is 1. Now here 0 is equal to 1 minus 1 will be 0 here, 2b minus 2 gives 2b is equal to 2, b is equal to 1. So after getting all the three ABC, you can write here, then the given problem will be, this will be 1 by 2 plus a by 2x minus 1, where a is equal to 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2 into 2x minus 1, plus b by x minus 1, where b is 1, that is 1 by x minus 1, plus c by x minus 1 whole square, where c is also 1, that is 1 by x minus 1 whole square. Like this you can. So when the given fraction is improper and degrees of numerator and denominator are equal like this, you can write the quotient without any division, that is quotient of x cube in the numerator 1 by 2x cube, that is 2 is the quotient of x cube in the denominator, and the remaining is similar to the last model problem. So in this way you can write the given fraction as the sum of the partial fractions when it is improper. If the numerator's degree is more than the denominator's degree, then apply division. Here no need to apply division, you can write the quotient immediately. So this is the next model from partial fractions. So in that way you can write the given fraction as the sum of the partial fractions when it is either proper or improper. Okay, in improper also two types are there, when the division is required and when you can write the quotient immediately. Okay, for more videos please watch Tapas Academy. Thank you.